What's up, Fool Podcast? What's up, Fool Podcast? Welcome to the What's Up, Fool Podcast with Felipe Esparza and my co-host of the year, Rodrigo Torres.
Yeah, man.
And over here with facts, Cece Esparza.
Sometimes they're correct facts.
Sometimes. What's up, fool?
What up?
We got Aaron over here looking at Prince Charming over here, chilling. Don't press the Charming. All right.
What?
Upcoming shows. Upcoming shows. Tonight. Is this going to air? We're going to release it tomorrow or we're going to wait till Friday?
Friday morning.
All right. Tonight, February 1st through the 3rd. That means actually
The second.
the 2nd. We're in Naples, Florida, Off the Hook Comedy Club. February 11th, Oakland, California, at the Paramount Theater, part of a big show with G. Ray Davis, Preacher Lawson, Bruce, Fortune Feimster. February 14th, Corpus Christi, Texas, at American Bank Center with Raymond Horta and Rodrigo. February 27th, Lemoore, California, at Tachi Casino. Only 65 tickets left. February 23rd, Las Vegas, Nevada, at Treasure Island Casino. February 24th, Rochester, Washington, at the Luggage Casino. I didn't know there was a Rochester in Washington.
Lucky Eagle.
Lucky Eagle. What did I say?
Lucky Casino.
Tickets are now on sale for my two Los Angeles shows now. March 23rd at the Novo Theater, downtown LA, because they're almost sold out. We're adding 2 more shows on Saturday, March 24th, 7 and 10. Tickets go on sale today, February 2nd, at axs.com. Also, opening up the show will be Mezcalito.
East of the river.
I was going to say that.
I'm sorry.
Well, stick to the facts. East of the river. They're a big group, huh, Lisa?
Yeah, well, it's several different rappers that work independently, but they are performing together.
They're excited?
Yeah, they're very
Group,
excited.
right?
Yeah. Lots more dates. Check out FelipeWorld.com/tour, people. I forgot my All Things Comedy bag last time.
We'll get it today.
Somebody should go to them now. I want to see it right there.
The door was closed last week. Eh?
I know, man. They locked us out.
The boss came.
But I have bad news. They're
What?
going to give one of you a backpack and one of you a suitcase.
Tell them, fuck that. We don't want nothing now. I'll just keep my away bag. No, we're going to flip a coin. Rodrigo, you can have the suitcase. You
They
need a
don't
big
have that
suitcase.
Hey,
many.
give me the
So-
mug, eh?
You know what? I'll just take the fucking sticker.
How about that?
I'm going to promote my bag now.
Not my bags, eh?
That's
Singularly.
weak. I better not see a comedian with 2 of everything, man. I would be pissed.
You will, dog.
If I see a comedian
you
from these
will.
podcasts with both bags, I'm going to take one of their bags at the airport. So, man, Dean Del Rey, you better not have 2 bags.
Oh, buddy, I got 4, man. One for my guitar and my
I'll-
DJ case.
I'll find when you're opening and I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, man. I do the after shows like Russell Peters now. I'm spinning vinyl, bro. More bullshit, man.
Who said that? Rodrigo did.
That's funny, man. You know, I'll take a bag from someone who's not going to take a bag, like Fraser Smith.
What do I need that for, buddy?
They only have 1 suit.
It's over there at KLOS.
Yeah, with shout out to Fraser Smith for having me on his show on KLOS.
How was that?
It was good, bro.
You went with the
You always,
rascals.
you always know when Mel wrote the jokes.
Mel Garcia, dog.
He laughs like the joke man, bro.
Oh, like Jackie the Joke Man. Martin?
You can hear it building before the joke's even finished.
Get up for the laugh track over here.
What's up, fool? We just got back from Tucson, Arizona. Tucson was amazing. It was hot.
It was just the last day, dude.
The last day was hot. We were there with Myrrh.
And that's what I'm saying, you know.
It's
What do you mean the last day? You guys were there for less than 24 hours.
the
weren't
last night.
Oh.
The last day in the morning was real
in the
hot.
morning.
Yeah, we're out there on the
Oh.
patio and the sun was shining on y'all hardcore. Right, I'm turning into Comanches.
Yeah, man. Even the sun wanted to hit.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. It's funny, man. Like, when we're flying, there's always, like, people who think they could just tell me or tell one of us where to stand and where to grab stuff. Like the stupid-ass man Like, when we were standing there with our bags, he tried to tell Johnny Rocket, could you move to the side so we could see, so I could see my bag? You know, it helps expedite everything right. And I looked at the guy and I said, man, just shut up.
Oh, fucking Southwest
So we're
representative
gonna
over
move.
here.
We're gonna move for you,
Yes.
and the three of us blocked his view.
Your stupid hat.
Just tell nobody to move. Fuck you. Stop giving orders. Let me tell you, man. If you're somebody, you're somebody, and somehow you don't like the way things are going, don't try to give people orders if you don't fucking work for the airline. Don't tell somebody, please move. No. You move, asshole. Man, what a fucking idiot, huh?
Everybody wants to be a hall monitor, huh?
I know, man. That fool look like Ronald Reagan with no career.
Like, you know, like little Sears get up and shit, cheap ass little hat, little stupid shorts.
Carrying a big old painting. Remember?
I know, huh? What's he got there? He has a Pollock.
I think he bought a pool table, bro. He bought a pool table from the park.
You ever see those people that had a pool table? They always have the little painting of the dogs all playing poker. Oh, man.
Everybody that I know that has that photo that photo has more friends than he does. What's up, fool? Tucson, Arizona. We got picked up by a guy named Duke.
Duke of Earl.
A big old Mexican named Duke.
Yeah, named after Duke Snyder, right?
Yeah, because his father used to go to the Dodger games, bro, and watch a batting practice.
Hell yeah, man. Don't sell Oxycontin in Arizona because each pill is a year in jail.
Damn. That's funny, man. This driver, when we get picked up at places, this is the way every driver from every comedy club should act.
Yeah,
But this guy worked for the casino. As soon as he picked us up, he said, "Do you guys need to go anywhere? Walgreens, pick up a toothbrush, pick up deodorant. No? Okay. If you need to pick up a toothbrush after I leave, call me. I'll go get it, and I'll bring it to you guys. If you guys need anything, a broken hooker, anything. I mean, if you by some reason you need condoms after the show, let me know ahead of time. I'll go get them and bring them back." This guy was on it, man. Not like that pussy-ass fool from the fucking Denver Improv.
I got a date, guys. I got a date with a girl, okay? I can't take you to the
This
store,
guy
okay?
can't even take us to the gas station to pick up a soda on the way to our hotel room.
We have to go to
He
Taco
goes,
Bell.
I have a date. And we thought this guy was gay all week. And he knew that we thought he was gay all week. Because as soon as he said, I have a date, I said, there you go. And he looked at us and said, it's a guy, it's a woman, guys.
It's a girl, guys, okay? I've known her for a long time.
Let me tell you, man, anybody
name's Jim.
that has to tell me that it's a woman, it's not a woman. First of all, this guy was talking about, like, Dylan Garcia, he was God.
He's the next one, guys.
Yeah, I'm bringing him back twice. Of course you are. We have a crush on him, bro. Of course you bring him back. You bring him back for less.
Slashing prices.
When I get somewhere and then the owner or somebody tries to bring up another Latino comedian or any other comedian that was there, and they're not like at the same level. Like, this guy got 100 people to show up for free though.
Hell yeah. He's been grinding for 6 months.
Grinding hard. What's up, fool? Almost broke the speaker on this.
So with that crack.
Yeah, man. So, how you been, man?
I'm good. I seen you yesterday.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys watch the Grammys or no?
Hell no.
Neither did I.
Dude, I read some. I was listening that Hillary went up there and spoke.
She was reading that book you got, fool.
I don't understand, bro. What is that got to do with the Grammys? How is that gonna help anything, dog?
Let it go, bro.
Let it go, man. You lost. Yeah, he didn't win the popular vote, but he won the vote that counts, the electoral. Let it go. I mean, I don't know, man. It just makes everybody look bad.
Fire and fury over here.
I know everybody was dressed up like I think they were wearing white.
The roses came in the packets, no?
For what?
I don't know, sexual assault, misconduct, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, the same thing as the Time's Up
Me Too.
movement or Me Too movement that they were doing for the SAG Awards or whatever, the Golden Globes.
Heard that full bomb, dog, the
Who?
host.
Who was the host?
James Corden.
Oh, he bombed, bro, everywhere, dude. That guy's not funny.
Well, dude, there's a big old article of 115 ways that James Corden is not funny.
Wow.
Oh, really?
From Britain. There was a tweet, and I opened it up, but I forgot who posted it up. But it's all the way from Britain to L.A. to this show.
Yeah,
Like, dude, like...
somebody at CBS needs to read that. He is
Yeah,
not
man.
funny.
But he's white and he's British, so he's safe.
Opened up with a Weinstein joke. What a genius, you know?
Was he a stand-up comedian in London or whatever somewhere?
I don't know.
No?
No, look, his head's turning. Supposedly he's just a personality, right? An actor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't write that monologue.
because I know that he was on some show that's on Amazon that before his show.
With another fool, right?
Another
British
fool, yeah, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, man.
You ever watched that show, Little Britain?
Oh,
It's funny, dude. It's funny, dude. I love that fat, weird fool.
I
With
couldn't
no
get into
eyebrows,
it. I gotta
that
give.
guy?
That guy's hilarious.
I gotta get into
Him
it.
and the chubby girl from that singing.
Rebel Wilson.
Yeah,
Is that a
she's good.
classic British show from like the 80s, or is it pretty current?
No, it's current.
it's current,
Okay.
man. She would have been 100 now.
Jerry's all into it, dude. I watched one episode. I
The
couldn't
guy
get
looks
into
like him, bro.
I like the In-Betweeners. Is that coming
Oh
back?
yeah,
at all?
In
That was a
Betweeners. No,
really
it's not
good
coming
show.
back. In Betweeners is fun.
British too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Who's in that?
Nobody you know. It's hilarious.
What's it
It's-
about, fool?
A bunch of horny ass teenagers.
Yeah, these boys. Is it an all-boys school they go to?
No, it's a
So
mixed school.
co-ed? Yeah, but they're in like high school, and then they go into college.
And then there's one young dude that, damn,
It's like
dude,
4
that fool
seasons.
came from a private school, like a real richy private
Yeah.
school, to go to that little
Because
private
his
public
family,
school.
but his family lost their money, right, or something like that. or
Yeah,
he got a
their
divorce.
family lost their money, and so I guess he has to go to that. So that fool dresses up all like a little insurance
Like
salesman.
he's going to prep school with the little.
And they start
crest on
bagging
his
him right
jacket.
away, dog. And then when his mom drops him off, everybody tries to be his friend because his mom is hot.
Yeah.
So every time they say bye, they always say bye, Miss Jones.
That's funny, man.
So it's like a bunch of kids trying to get laid in high
Yeah,
school.
just trying to get. It's
Okay.
like a Porky's, but English. But it's a series of like 4 seasons or something, right?
BBC or what?
Hilarious. But not as good as Black Mirror. Have you got into that?
I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh,
You know what I
man.
did see though? The Polka King.
Is it funny?
That's hilarious, dog.
I am Polka King.
Can't believe he milked him out of $5 million, dog.
I think I could do that too right now. I think I could still I think if I were to start a Ponzi scheme with my fans, they will all give me $5,000 each. Like if I tell them, listen, man, if I tell my fans, listen, man, I'm gonna start producing half-hour specials with the hottest Latino comedians and up-and-coming comedians in America. What I need is $5,000 from 1,000 people, and then with that money, we're gonna produce 6 specials, and we're gonna sell them to HBO, and I'm gonna triple your money.
As investors and producers.
Yes, and your name will be on the credits, and you'll get a free DVD. You'll be at the taping.
You'll be an
Kind of
EP.
like a eFundMe, but not really.
It's exactly like an eFundMe.
It's like
It's like Kickstarter used to be, like when they were trying to do it for a certain project.
it's like a Ponzi scheme now.
Well, it's not a Ponzi scheme unless you're guaranteeing returns for one,
That's where
and
it's
you're
fraudulent,
paying
Like-
off older investors with new investors' money. That's the Ponzi scheme.
The guy from Scrubs, he had a eFundMe for a movie, bro, and he was asking for a lot of money. He promised a lot of stuff. This motherfucker got the money, and he even sent the free shit to people. People were complaining. I didn't even get my fucking free shirt. I sent you $100. I didn't get my fucking button. I sent you $20.
And that I don't think was a scam. I think that it was sloppy, done in a sloppy manner. They didn't follow through.
No planning, no nothing.
planning on how they were going to get these things out to people for the donations.
You know one thing that made me laugh in the Polka King though? Was his mother-in-law hated the hell out of his ass. But when those old people came over there and talked shit about him, she threw all her food at him because she's all, a 12% return. You know you can't get that from the bank. It's only to you greedy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So that was hilarious.
Yeah, like when anybody's promising that level of return.
It's made out return
Yeah,
promises,
you can't
right?
be.
It's unheard of. How you doing?
And then when the whole time his best friend was fooling around with that chick,
What
the
is
mom.
the mom, dude? I was like, ugh, he's
I know.
gross, dude.
They're both gross.
Ugh.
She was like almost 80, right?
Ugh,
But
dude.
man, he sweats to the 80 degrees.
Oh yeah, man.
He
Dude.
was a sweaty ass fool.
Hey, did you see him how he was grabbing those feet?
I couldn't see him no more. I couldn't see that guy being romantic after he sweated that much.
Get Schwartzman. eh?
He sweated, dude.
Oh, dude.
Dude,
the Pope
this
scene?
fool sweated through a suit. Like Sowaco, bro.
Oh, the back
the
was
back.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. So what's up, fool? What we're talking about, man?
Ponzi schemes.
What's up? People getting fired, bro.
Who got fired?
Everybody, bro.
This week or yesterday or today?
Everybody, bro. Like the way people get fired now, the people that don't just get fired like before, like they don't just bring you into the room and go, "You're fired." Nah, man.
How do they do it now?
Fool, it's different, bro. Like I know that in radio they just change the keys on your ass.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work anymore.
No, they still do that. Sometimes when our fob doesn't work, we're like, are we good? We good?
Can I call HR real quick?
What's up, fool? We got Cece Valencia, Cece the Mamacita from
Hey.
KDAY and Power 106.
Two stations,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, 2 stations right
Yeah,
now.
because we're like my wife. She used to work at a corporate office, and
Right.
and I was just talking about how before they would just bring you into the room and fire you, but now that when you're a corporation is different because the boss doesn't really have to go there and be a bad guy now. They hire in a group of executives who are professional firers.
Consultants.
Right, Lisa? Your job happened at that, right? Tell us what happened.
Consultants. Well, no, they just bring in consultants to kind of see what
Like
everybody's,
Office Space.
what everybody's jobs are and who's, how they can make things more efficient. That's how they first.
So
Figure
what do you do with
explain
Power
it.
106? I drive the van and pass on stickers. Fired.
They figure out that you're worthless.
Sometimes that happens though.
How much you get
Yeah.
paid? Nothing.
It's not just radio, any sort of corporation like that where they're trying to save money or they're merging and there's
But I know
extra
that
jobs. and
radio
stuff.
is the
Yes.
most heartbroken one. Because I've heard that the keys don't work. That's fucked up.
It is. It's,
How does that
it's-
work?
It's really cutthroat because here's the thing that makes it so cutthroat is you never see it coming. That's the one thing about radio. Like they can say, "Hey, how are you? You went to lunch with them the day before. Everything was good," and then all of a sudden, the key card doesn't work the next day. Yeah,
Wow.
Corporate America's cold as hell.
it is. It is, but it is what it is. You know.
Right?
And they don't even tell you these things. Like I don't know if it was a station here in California, or maybe it was, or another station in Arizona where they didn't tell no one, bro.
On the whole station?
And the morning guy, the afternoon guy, the night guy. Once the night shift guy left, everything went to Chinese.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it went from a rock station to a Chinese, and some Chinese people came in, bought all the stations, and changed the country station to Paisa station, and changed the sports to all news. Boom, bro. They had it all planned out. New DJs, new personalities.
It happens. I was when I did radio at Wild. We got bought out
Wild
by
94?
Wild 96.1. Actually, we sold to La Que Buena.
La Buena.
And it flipped formats. And so they came and pulled us all in a meeting on a Thursday. And so we were like, okay, when's the last day for us to be so we can tell the listeners, like, give us our last day. And they're like, oh, no. Your last day was yesterday. Yeah, and that's just what it was. Yeah.
Okay, Don Cheto fired you. Eh?
Right?
Did he wear a new costume? A different hat on.
Yeah, your last day was yesterday. And everybody's like, what? My last day was yesterday? We didn't even know? Yeah. It happened.
So you're from Compton?
My family's from Compton. Yeah, I
that
was
where you
born
grew
in
up?
Martin Luther King Hospital.
Damn,
Killer
MLK.
King. A lot of people know it as Killer King. We moved around a lot, South LA. So
Were you living in MLK when it was Santa Barbara?
no.
That was when I was a little kid, man.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Boulevard used to be Santa Barbara Boulevard.
Oh, wow.
No,
I didn't know
I
that.
don't
Like
It
remember
was
Brooklyn
Santa-
to Chavez?
Yeah, as soon
Yeah.
as they changed Santa Barbara to Martin Luther King, and then they changed Brooklyn to Cesar Chavez.
I was living in Linwood when the 105 wasn't there, though. Remember that? And
Yes.
then, the 105 wasn't there. And then all of a sudden it was like this freeway, and we're like, what? Yeah, so my family moved around a lot.
Yeah, that changed everything right there, man. There used to be a lot of traffic on Imperial to get to the fucking airport.
We used to do our my back-to-school shopping at Compton Indoor Swap Meet. I loved it.
That's a popular one, right?
Yeah, really, really popular. Right next to Tams. It was like down the street from Tams off of Long Beach Boulevard. But I've lived everywhere from like Watts to Compton to Linwood, Southgate. We moved around a lot. So I'd like to say kind of like South LA is my home.
What made you want to be a DJ or get into that kind of
No,
business?
I had I didn't want to do it. I was doing TV. I was hosting a show
Where?
on LATV. And LATV at the time was like an MTV for Latinos. We
Yeah, I
had
remember
Mix to
the
the Max, LATV
Off
Live.
of Bundy.
Yes, right there. I was doing, and
American Latino, right?
well, they're doing
No.
it now there, but no, it's not back in the day,
was
like 15 years ago.
It was
LATV
Latino
Live.
Latino
You
101.
remember,
all
yeah,
that
Trisha
stuff.
Cruz,
Yeah.
Paul Salcedo back in the day, and I said something about being from the IE on one of my segments, and I caught the ear of a program director out there in the IE, and they hired me over the phone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was actually kind of cool. And fast forward, this year's my 16th year now on radio.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy because the first 3 weeks I was like, oh, I could do this. And then I was like, oh, I don't like this. This sucks. And I went in and I gave them my my letter of resignation. And I said, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and concentrate on LATV. You know, thank you for the opportunity. And they're like, no. Wait a minute. They're like, we think you got something there. Try it out for 6 months. And if 6 months you don't like it, then give us your letter of resignation. 16 years later, here I am.
You get
That's
a raise?
crazy.
Major raise.
They gave you a lot of leeway there. Not many people get that.
No.
You passed on the opportunity, and they still
They
gave you
still,
that
yeah, they still wanted me
welcome
in.
back. Wow.
And they didn't want to let me go, which is kind of cool because now, like, I love it. It's been 16 years, and I work on KDAY and Power, and it's just crazy, 2 legendary stations, you know, here in Los Angeles.
You started on KD or Power?
I started on KDAY. Love KDAY. KDAY was my dream job. It's always been my dream job as a radio personality. Growing up in LA, I grew up on the NWAs and the Ice Cubes and the Dr. Dre's and the Pacs.
Uncle Jam's Army.
Hey, man, you already know. And so I loved it. But this year, well, a little bit of last year, the end of last year and this year, they started playing with me on, you know, hey, let's have you fill in on Power. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm doing the cruise show on Power 106.
How did what happened? How did Power and KD get together?
We're owned by a company called Murillo
always been,
Media.
It's always been owned by the same people.
No, we KDAY is owned by Murillo Media, and I want to say like maybe in the beginning of last year, it was rumors that Power was up for sale, and so our company ended up purchasing Power, and they decided to move us all in the same building. And that's where it went from there. And it's been good because now you have an old school iconic station, which KDAY was the first radio station in the world before any other radio station in the world. So we have like the other stations because of KDAY. So you have an iconic legendary station as KDAY. Then you've got an iconic LA station like Power 106. So it's a good look.
KD was the first station that were in hip hop?
In hip hop.
In hip hop, right?
General.
They were on AM.
AM, 1580 AM.
1580 AM. That was when that guy used to come on and do the sports switch reels. The Lakers beat the game and switch reels. I didn't know what switch reels was. So we had a guy here to explain it to
Switch
me.
the reels?
I didn't
Yes,
even know that.
Analog.
I don't know
Yeah.
shit about radio.
Thank
So
God I didn't have that. Came before my time, but I still
brother,
understand it.
my brother Angel, he used to love when the guy said switch reels. My brother would start talking and go switch reels. He didn't know what the
That's
fuck he was
behind the
saying.
scenes. You
Listen
can't
to
touch
Kuma.
that.
That's like that hardcore radio back in the day.
Yeah, because I know that on Howard Stern.
They use carts.
What does she
yeah.
say when she reads? When she reads the news?
Oh, well, she says like B9 or
Yeah,
whatever.
B9.
It's coded, but they used to use old cartridges.
But when she talks, she says la 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 B9.
Yeah. But
Is that because she's reading it or they're gonna play it?
she's telling somebody to play it? Or
It's probably like a key,
yeah,
and
they've
it's
already,
a cue.
Yeah,
It's
they've
she's
already
telling them
pulled
queuing
them.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff you gotta learn when you get there, or you just know.
No, you can learn. You know what I say? You learn when you get there because every station uses different products and just different equipment. So when we went from KDAY and we moved into the same building as Power, we adapted their program, but we didn't use that at KDAY. So they had to do a whole training for all KDAY people to get used to the new equipment. So it's just different for different stations.
So the board, is that something you learn on your own?
No, well, it's
You
something
know
you
it,
should be
though?
trained. I am the best at the
Fool,
board. I love it.
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw, I think you and I, we did something when I was promoting my HBO special, and I saw you like cutting that shit fast. Like I'll take care about this, and you.
Yeah,
and
I
play
do
it
my
over.
own. I do all my own.
That
edits.
shit, it takes skills, man.
Thank
I don't know
you.
how you do that shit. I don't even know how anybody did it because I know that when Big Dog went to Kiss FM in Sacramento, he did not want to learn how to do that shit.
Give me an engineer, bro.
Yeah,
You
you know what?
refuse
There's
to
some people that
learn.
want engineers, but I'm good. I want to do my own. I want to work my own board. I want to do my own edits. Like I
You
know what the
hands-on.
sound. Yeah, what the sound is in my head. What I want it to be like already. So I love doing my own board work. I don't know. I can't trust anybody else to help me run my show or to really depend on them too much. You know, shout out to the engineer. I feel bad. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just such a
Oh,
hands-on person.
I can't do what Aaron's doing, man.
See, and I would want to sit there and be like, let me see what you're doing. Like, I love all
He
that.
sits here for 8 hours. Gotta listen to 8 podcasts a day.
Oh, he's a savage.
20
We're his,
ZipRecruiter ads.
we're his favorite, though.
And sending texts.
Yeah. They're your favorite? He's thumbing up? Thumbing up.
Hell
There we
yeah.
go. Yes.
So that's what you do? That's something that you always wanted to do, just because I know you grew up with Snoop Dogg and them.
Well, I grew up listening to Snoop Dogg. My boyfriend actually works for Snoop,
What
so
up?
we're around a lot.
Where's that
But
weed at?
it's right there. I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
It's all good.
Okay, all right, cool. No, I grew up listening to all them, and I work with them closely. I can sit there. I'm in a movie coming out with Trey D from the East Siders and Mike Epps. I just did. I'm a hologram. It's really kind of
What's the name of the movie?
I don't know if I'm supposed to say right now. I can't say too much about it, but it is coming
Mike
out
Epps
soon.
says okay, bro. Tell us.
It's all good, baby.
We work with Mike
Just
Epps.
make sure you guys check it out. It's coming out soon. It is it's a short film,
It's
but
called
Mike Epps
TC.
is hella funny in it. Oh my god, he's so great.
He's funny.
Yeah. So the fact that
Did you meet his manager, TC?
No, I didn't. I actually got called in through Trey D from the East Siders, who's a really good friend of mine. Me and his wife are good friends as well. But the fact that I grew up to these people and I was listening to the music, I'm very West Coast. I love Cali. I don't want to go anywhere else. And now I get to call them friends is really awesome for me. But it just attests to like the passion that I have for that culture.
How did you get the movie, the hologram role?
He just called me.
That's
Yeah, I
tight.
was just called and was like, Cece, I need you to do me a solid. And I was like, I got you. Let's do it. And they sent me the script. I got the script, read over it, and went in there and killed it.
Mike Epps knows you?
Knows probably of me, you know what I mean, through interviews. I'm not as close with Mike Epps as I am with Trey D.
Oh, that's tight.
I got the
man.
call from Trey D.
Those are the best gigs, man. When you don't have to audition and somebody knows your work, go, you know what? Call Cece. That's how I get most of my work.
Is it really? You
Yeah,
just pick
'cause
up the phone and you're like, hey,
No, people pick up the phone and call me.
and be like, listen, Felipe, we need you real
We
quick.
need you, bro. We need a guy who looks like a maintenance guy. And today I went to go read for a maintenance guy, like a handyman for a show on Netflix. I could say it, because I might not get it. So who cares? It's for Run DMC. Run.
It's a project for Run. And his
Oh,
wife.
man, that's
Yeah.
so dope.
So
It's a sitcom.
I get to play the handyman, and when I get there, everybody there looks like a fucking handyman, bro. But I'm the only one that looks like an incompetent one, and that's what they wanted.
I hope you get it.
Because man, whatever we were talking about, I had to look it up. Like I didn't know what grout work was, bro.
I know what grout work is.
You see, I had to look it up.
Yes.
I had no idea. So when I kept reading it over and over, I didn't know what it was. Then I realized what it was. Oh, okay. I wouldn't want to do that
Lay the
shit.
tiles, you got to put the dividers.
know that
yeah,
shit.
see, I know all that.
A little
I know
cement.
how to charge water. I made water damages.
I ungrout.
So you grew
Right?
up. You grew up in L.A. Graduated from here.
Yeah, I graduated from Poly High School in River
Poly?
Valley. Yes. You know what? My mom had to move outside of LA because at some point she was a single parent. We just started, she had two girls. We started being bad. We started
How
sneaking
bad?
out.
You were gang banging?
I wasn't gang banging, but we were sneaking out and
Sniffing glue.
you know what I'm saying?
blood.
Just trying to go to all the rave parties and stuff. She ended up moving
I was
us
rebel.
to Riverside.
Yeah,
So you're a
but-
bear then?
Yeah, I'm a Poly Bear. I graduated though. That was dope.
Oh yeah, I'm Norte Vista, a little ghetto
Oh,
side.
okay. Okay, all right. Norte Vista. I don't have no problems with Norte Vista. We're good. No, but I ended up doing that, and then I'd been doing radio all the way from Wild, from the IE to Vegas to now LA, and I even worked with Jennifer Lopez. That was awesome. Doing the Collective on Nuvo TV. So I loved the fact that I got to do that, and then I did play a gangbanger in Grand Theft Auto 5. I was a gangbanger
In the
Yeah.
computer game?
from the Family's Gang. I was from the Family's Gang.
Awesome. My son plays that.
Oh well, he's probably heard me say, "Move out the way, motherfucker."
Set it off.
I'll have to point it out to him.
I will let him
That's
know.
my girl, Cece.
He's a big fan of anybody on that game.
Yeah, Stephen Ogg is on that, and he loves that guy.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's funny.
It's
Did you
cool,
get to write on the show or just be a voiceover?
No. I was just a voiceover. What they do is they don't tell you which game to. I didn't go in there knowing it was for Grand Theft Auto 5. I knew it was for a particular game, but they were real hush hush about it. And they give you a picture of the character, and then they give you the lines so you can kind of get in character. But it was funny because the character was a black gangbang, like a black girl was a gangbanger with cornrows. And I was like, "You good? They're like, you sure?" And they're like, "Can you do it?" I was like, "I can do it. Let's do it." And they're like, "All right." So I went in and nailed it. And then I knew the way I was reading, I was like, "I think this might be Grand Theft Auto 5. I think this might be Grand Theft Auto." And then it comes out and it was. It was so dope.
Yeah, I remember. I think DJ Pooh was doing an interview. I don't know if it was on Power, in the morning, he was talking about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas,
San Andreas.
and he wrote on it. He
Oh,
wrote
man.
the storylines for all the.
Who's dope though?
I mean, I was like, what? Here's a
Yeah.
guy who wrote Friday with Ice Cube, and after Friday, liked him so much that he was writing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. He wrote all the lines for all the gangsters.
Oh
The
man.
ones that were in green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. I love DJ Pooh though.
I would love
you
to
know?
get a job like that, man. Felipe, go write funny lines for this character. Okay, what you want to say?
Who would you love to write for though?
Anybody, man.
Who would be great though?
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you
Yeah.
go.
I'll write
exactly.
lines for criminals. You piece of shit. I'll be a bystander and go, you no sé nada, way.
Oh my
Leave me
goodness.
alone. I will play, man, I'm not good at Grand Theft Auto. And
Only the Paisa
2
version or what?
minutes, 2 minutes in, bro, I become a serial killer on that show, on that game. Like, I get tired. I don't want to ride a car. I get in my car and I start fucking shooting random people. I go on a killing spree. And if you go on a killing spree on Grand Theft Auto, you start getting a red light. Like, people start noticing. Anyway, so you kill 10 people, the whole world after your ass, dog.
Fugitive
So I'm a fugitive. So man, I'm like getting away from them. Helicopters are chasing me. The police are chasing me. I get on a boat. The fucking Coast Guards are chasing me.
Wow.
Then I just drown, bro.
Damn.
So your true nature comes out in the video game.
Right?
you want to be the killer instead.
I wish my wife was in it though.
You're like Harrison Ford in Fugitive, in The Fugitive.
You guys are so crazy. I love it though. I love it.
Rodrigo has a face for DJ. You think he has a chance?
Oh, are you a DJ?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no,
You're not
no,
a DJ.
No, hell no.
No.
Yeah, you know, everybody and their mom's a DJ these days.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody's into vinyl, huh?
All you gotta do is now everybody's into vinyl. It's so crazy. But before it was like just buy a laptop and you're a DJ.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, at that
No,
point.
everybody's a DJ, man, bro. If you ever need music, bro.
Holler at me.
How many times you get hit up? Hey, bro, Cece, if you know anybody that wants to buy some beats.
Hey, I know people that lease out their beats.
What?
Yes.
Is that how it works now?
Yeah, they lease out like if you got a beat and maybe somebody's like, hey dog, like I only got like 150. All right, I'm gonna lease this out to you so you can use it, but I'm gonna lease it out to like 5 other different people too. Like people do that now. It's crazy.
And franchising, dog.
They're leasing out their beats.
I know people who lease out their jokes.
Ain't nobody getting paid, though.
I knew a comedian that would pay another comedian for the weekend to do the jokes.
Oh, yeah. At least he was honest, though, right?
I keep my pets on one side now.
Oh man.
So, what was one of the most memorable interviews you had besides Felipe Esparza?
Oh, you were the most memorable. You were the most down to earth. You're the one that we all love.
Well, you were like, when you were sitting down and you said, man, you were captivated by saying, you know what? This is why I do in radio, to interview people like this.
Like you. Yes.
Inspirational.
You know, the one thing that I do love about you that we still talk about to this day is that you had said something during the interview where I think you mentioned where you paid for your own catering and you had like your credits roll up and it was you. And it was so dope because it was such a real moment where we're like, man, we've all done that at some point in our lives with our projects. But you were, you came out and you were forthcoming with it.
Yeah, man. And I got excited. Look at Felipe Esparza catering. Dude, but you were in the show. I know, but still.
Exactly. You know what? Going back to that, I've interviewed a lot of people. I was one of the first people to interview Chris Brown. And I remember when he first came in, he was young, like 14.
He punched you, huh?
No, he's a sweetheart.
You had an umbrella, huh?
No, he was 14.
14.
Yeah,
Little.
yeah. And I remember he came with his mom, and the program director at the time was like, Cece, I really need you to do me this favor. His record rep is a friend of mine. Just please interview this kid. His name's Chris Brown. He's new. And I was so mad. And I was like, why do they give me all these up-and-coming nobody's ever heard of? Like, I want the solid ones. Like, you. And I was pointing to the afternoon radio person. I'm like, you give him all the good interviews. You giving me all, you know what I mean, the new ones. I interviewed him, did my thing, and then like 2 weeks later, I'm seeing him on MTV. And I'm like, hey.
You broke him.
I was like, that's the kid that I just interviewed 2 weeks ago. And then it was Chris Brown. It's just crazy when things like that happen. Jennifer Lopez, when I started working for her, she actually heard me on the radio. I was on Latino at the time, and I was arguing with my co-host named Tattoo. And
Tattoo, I know him. I slept with Shaq, right?
Yeah, It's not there no more. He got it removed.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and him were arguing, and she heard me, and she told her personal assistant, find out who that girl is, and I need a girl like that on my team.
I needed to cuss out Mark Anthony for me.
Yeah, and I ended up working there, you know what I mean, for a while, and it was dope, and I loved it. And so little moments like that are so real, and I think what makes it worthwhile is not really interviewing the celebrities per se. What makes my job worthwhile is when I meet listeners, and I hear listeners saying, man, you changed my life, or man, I listen to you every single morning, or what you said really touched me. That's what makes this worth doing.
Wow, man. That's good you inspire people like that, because I inspire people to go shoot themselves.
Oh, damn.
Grand Theft Auto, dog.
I inspire people to leave their boyfriends after 18 years.
They're writing suicide letters. What the hell? Like, oh, my God.
I do a joke where I say,
Closure.
how many boyfriend and girlfriends are here? And then somebody goes, me, how many years? 12. Fuck. You ain't the one, bitch.
Oh, man.
Right? And everybody starts clean. Well, I did that joke last year at the Novo Theater. I'm there March 23rd. And
Shameless plug. No,
there was a woman that had been married, a boyfriend and girlfriend with a guy 17 years. And I kept ragging on him, bro, how come you don't marry her? Long story short, he hits me up 2 weeks ago.
What
Felipe, bro, I had an awesome time at your show, man. Man. I was the guy you were making fun of for being married, boyfriend and girlfriend 17 years. Guess what, eh? I guess that show was a wake-up call for my lady, eh? Because she left me 2 weeks later. Laugh out loud, eh?
Wasting
But
my
I
time.
still had a good time, eh?
Are you serious?
Serious.
Damn. Breakups happen at the Felipe Esparza show.
Fucking dating
And
game
then
here.
at the the last show I did, I ran into a couple. I was going to my room. I said hello. This lady, she looked like Miley Cyrus at 40.
Oh, Lord.
And she had the same hair, too. And there was a dark fool, some Mexican fool like me, crazy fool, name of Ray. I won't say her name. And we're doing meet and greet. He goes, hey, bro, you want to get locote, Holmes? He goes, oh, all right. You want to get crazy, Holmes? And then, no, I'm good. The next morning, we're at the buffet, and I run into her. The girl, and she goes, what happened? Where's your husband? Oh, and she was a white girl, but the way she said it made it sound so real. She said, what happened like that? Oh, my husband, he cussed a desmadre at the casino. And then cussed another desmadre in the hotel room. We haven't seen him.
Oh, damn.
So we're going to leave now, and hopefully he'll make it back home.
Damn, she was going to leave her husband like that out there?
What are you going to do? You can't find him.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone. He took off with a car. He went to go do what he said he was going to do. Get locote.
Oh, man.
Locote. I mean, this guy must be up somewhere, man. He probably got to a fight with a cactus.
It's not her first
Crazy,
rodeo.
right?
He probably was there having sex with a javelina.
That's too much.
You ever get those stories from people? Oh, man, you inspired me to get a job, eh?
You know what? I do. I get those ones that are, well, no, you just keep me going. Thank you.
You get me through the morning.
You know, yeah, I do. I get out those a lot. You get me through the morning. So
People want to laugh in the morning, man.
I think we have like the best job really ever because we don't have to be so serious.
Nope.
You know, the world is such a serious place right now, and it is a hurting world, but we get to make people laugh. We get to have fun. We have the fun side of the entertainment. So I think it is a blessing.
Morning is the fun side.
It is,
Morning
very.
radio, because afternoon is different. Like morning radio, everybody like you got to be on. Give us a impersonation of you being bummed out from the house. You know, there was no more weed, I guess. No. That's never the problem for you, I guess. But still, it's a problem for us. No, but, whatever. There was like a drama but in the morning, you can't show that, huh?
No.
You gotta wake up, huh?
Yeah,
How do you do it? Like, whoa!
No, I don't know how I do it. I can't explain it. Like, everybody is like, Cece, you wake up like that. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. I just have it. I don't need to drink coffee. I drink decaf. Crazy. And they're funny because everybody's like, you drink decaf? And I'm like, oh my God, you see the energy I have? If I had caffeine, I'd be through the roof. So I don't know. I just have this energy and I'm literally up. But I also wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm ready to perform by 6. So I've already had, I have a couple hours already to get it in. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Pause.
Oh, no. I say by the time you get home, you start kicking shit and all pissed on.
No, I don't hump it. Look at, he's like,
look at
no,
this
I
fool.
don't. I don't.
You
I
pass-
don't.
You
I
just-
don't.
but you
I'm
just-
actually kind of cool. Like, it's okay. The only time you see me where if I'm kind of quiet and I get grouchy, I get quiet.
Okay.
I'll get quiet, and then you'll notice something's wrong because I'm not talking as much. But no, I have a lot of energy. It's really freaking crazy. I don't get it.
Wow, man.
I don't know. I don't know what it is to not have it. I don't. When I see people struggling, I'm like, why? Because I don't know. I just don't struggle.
I just pictured it 3 o'clock to get up to be there at 6.
Well, it takes 2 hours to
got
get
up
ready.
at 5, bro.
Yeah,
so
but
with morning radio guys, show with lagañas, bro.
Oh, dude,
Salada
sweats.
right here and shit.
see,
A
and
woman
you
is different now, man.
and not even that. But you got to think, Felipe. There's cameras all over
course,
the place
it's
now, and
in
people
the
are, you know what I mean. You have
90s.
to be on point, kind of. Yeah.
Before you go in, bro, do radio, and morning chick will be like this, dog.
We've seen some though.
Old
Sweats
school
and
morning
Uggs on.
rock station with a chick. Old school morning.
Let me see. With his hair in his face.
Looking like Gene Simmons, huh?
Yes.
Old chola.
And she has her shoes off.
He has his shoes on.
And she has sandals on. And I've been to radio station where the girl is pretty, but she don't look pretty to everybody else. But me, I know pretty. And she's wearing her pajamas, bro. Pajamas, gloves, glasses. You know, looking like Adrian from Rocky. Now it's different, bro. Now it's totally different. I've been to Fox Radio in Miami, and that lady now, she puts on makeup now. Before, she never put on makeup.
Really?
And she's an older woman. But now she puts on makeup. She looks good because there's a selfie coming.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah, and they want to know all the shots. So yeah, definitely, it takes me 2 hours. Like I get up at 3 and I'm ready to go by like 5:15. I'm straight.
But you have to look presentable now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't be looking like a rock station anymore, huh? You gotta
Nope.
look good.
It's just now it's like social media has integrated so much with radio. It's all about, you know what I mean? Like you said, the selfies, the Insta snaps, the Instagrams. You got so much that it's not just radio
See,
anymore.
you're the new generation of radio, man. The old generation, man, you can have ugly motherfuckers, bro, on
Looking
radio.
like roadies, huh?
Like when they tell you when they will tell you have a face for radio, you knew you were ugly.
They'll say that sometimes to like you'll hear people say, "Oh yeah, they have a face for radio," and it's like not anymore. Like
Not
everybody's,
anymore,
everybody's on
motherfucker.
point now. Yeah.
You never seen Ryan Seacrest?
Exactly.
Looking like a little doll, huh?
Yeah, the girls are looking like Telemundo, you know what I mean, weather women and stuff.
I know it's the only radio station I see legs.
Oh man, radio's a good time though. It is.
Yeah, man. You ever work like late night radio though?
Yeah, I did. I
You're
did,
like, hello, anybody listening? I know it's 2 a.m.
The witching hour.
I did 7 p.m. to 12 midnight in Vegas, but that was an exception to the rule because Vegas is a 24-hour city.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but it was funny because at one point I had applied for a night job out here in Cali, and I got told, quite frankly, to my face that if I was a guy, I would have got it already. But because I was a female, nobody wants to hear a female at night on a hip-hop show. I said, okay. So I ended up going to Vegas, and I landed the night show. I was the first female radio personality to be on at nights, and I was #1 in Vegas and top 5 in the country, and that was my big FU to them. You know, but yeah, I loved it. I love doing nights. Nights is different. You get all the crazy people at night. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Vegas.
Man.
I bet, man.
We were right off the strip.
Damn.
Right off the strip. So we got all the people that were just with it. They were with it and about it.
How old was this guy who said nobody wants to hear a woman that late? when I was calling 976 late at night.
Exactly, right?
That's the only time I want to hear a woman was late at night.
Yeah.
I'm driving around and hear a crisp little voice. How you doing? This is Mamacita right here. I'm listening to you. I'm the 605.
You
Vessels,
ever
eh?
get any stalker fans?
Actually,
Guys
I
who go
did.
too
That's how I met my man.
Yeah, we
He was passing out stickers.
He was driving the van, eh?
No, you know what I did? I actually had one. It was so weird. It was random. It wasn't even like he was such a stalker, but it was a weird stalker. Like he wasn't even in love with me type of stalker. He was obsessed with just wanting to be around me. So like
Just talking.
he would steal all the photos from my website.
Fucking lingerer.
And we had to pull down my website because of him.
Really?
And, yeah, and he would distribute my pictures to like his coworkers and stuff through email and be like, my sister's on the radio. And so he made this whole lie that I was his sister, that I was Dominican, and that I was from New York, and that we lived in an orphanage.
Wow.
But what was really
Taino
scary
Indian.
was he started having creditors call because he was using me as reference. So they started calling the station. Yeah.
Genius.
And then his you would. And then his coworkers, they actually put two and two together, and they called me and warned me because they said we think he's unstable and he keeps showing all
think?
these photos. Yeah.
You suspect
So
an
the
allegation.
radio station was gonna put they were gonna give me a restraining order.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't end up doing that. I just ended up for the next 6 months getting escorted to some of my events and stuff just to be aware. But I've gotten some crazy people. Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
did this fool work at?
Somewhere in West Covina.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
And they made that. Oh man, that is.
Sorry, bro.
That's like the thing about it. This guy planned it out perfectly, bro.
Dude.
Yeah.
Get to know her, get near her,
He
then
had- he had-
co-sign her.
He had like an
Reference,
apartment complex called too. Like I was his reference on everything. In his mind, he truly believed I was his sister. It's the craziest thing. Yeah, and I'm not Dominican. I'm Mexican. Yeah.
It's like George Costanza said, man. It's not a lie if you believe it.
It isn't, dog. The real poker king.
Well, I didn't believe it. Yeah, I'm not signing for nobody. I ain't co-signing for anybody.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That
it's crazy.
is crazy, man.
Yeah, and then I got a girl one time that was fascinated. Yeah, got his attention.
What was she
right?
fascinated with?
We were at a club and I was hosting, but I hosted this one club every Saturday night for 2 years. I would host it.
What club?
And it was called Cheers in Moreno Valley.
That's where I started
You
comedy.
started comedy there.
Are you
There's a
serious?
comedian named Cookie used to run that club.
Okay, so I was hosting there when I was Wild 96, and there was a girl there, and I guess one night she just got drunk and she tried to kiss me, and I ended up slapping her in her face.
You walk in, has that room, and then has that back room to the left.
and everything would go down in the back room.
Yeah.
Yes.
The owner was like a Middle Eastern dude
Yes,
with
yes,
glasses. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
His
Are
name
the
was
walls
Sam.
white?
Sam!
His name was Sam.
Are the walls white there?
Yeah, fool.
Oh,
I-
and there's
I've been there
mirrors, and they
once.
sell fried
Yeah,
chicken.
there's
Yeah,
palm
they
trees.
sell fried
They're like
chicken.
fake palm trees inside, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
That one was called something Beach, like 2 exits up.
Okay.
Off
Yeah.
of Marino Beach
I did
Drive.
that one too.
Yeah, dude.
I remember that one. I forgot what it's. Something Beach. Oh
and
my
that,
god.
that changed names like 3 or 4 times because they used to have radio.
But I do remember that
hosting.
one too that you're talking about, Felipe. But the one we're talking about was off of the 60 in Pigeon Pass Road.
Yeah, right to the left.
Yeah.
Cheers and handwriting, right?
No, it was like in a shopping
Across
center.
the street from In and Out.
Yes, across the street. But I
Wow.
remember.
Yeah, man.
I was like, I just saw like her trying to come towards me, and I freaked out and I just slapped her in the face. Yeah.
And that's from listening to you on radio? And then
Yeah.
stalking you at those events?
Yeah.
God
It
damn.
was weird, and it was so gross. She called me her butterfly. That was
Whoa.
the weirdest thing ever.
She must have finished watching that movie.
Cocoon.
The last Emperor.
Oh my God.
She is my butterfly.
She do MC
Yes.
Pancho, eh?
I'm so mad that I don't know what that other club is that ended
Oh,
with beach.
dude.
Ah. Okay, I'll figure
There
it
was
out.
another club. I don't know if it was Moreno Valley or Hesperia that was owned by Egyptians.
Was that Tap Daddies? It was Tap Daddies.
Were they all Egyptian guys?
Yeah,
And
Tap
they
Daddies.
had comedy there too.
And it was so huge. Like one room
Yeah.
was kind of small, the other one was
But
big. Yeah.
it was red. They were real nice guys.
Okay, yeah, I got kicked out of there.
I did stand up there.
Because that other club got shot up. And then that's not Cheers, the other one where they changed the name after that, dude.
Yeah.
But that's the one that has palm trees in the club, and then like on the stage, there's palm trees with the name. Something Beach, I forgot. what
Oh,
it's
I
called.
forgot. I'm so mad now.
Back in those days, Moreno Valley was trying to make it happen with the club scenes.
Oh, it was popping because a lot of people from LA went to Moreno Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a lot of people that got kicked out of LA went to Moreno
Wasn't there a
Valley.
club
Exactly.
called Rumors up there?
Rumors? I think that was in San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
Yeah, that's San
that was San
Bernardino, dude.
Bernardino. Yeah.
Tremors, no?
Tremors.
Oh, I remember Tremors.
Tremors.
Margarita Beach or
Yeah.
Margaritaville?
That's what it's called, Margarita Beach.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay,
over there in
okay.
Moreno Valley. That's what it was called.
Yeah, see, we all know the club scene.
Damn.
Do you
No, no.
remember though? Let me throw it back. Riverside
Go for it.
Club Metro.
Yeah, Club
Yeah.
Metro. Meet a hoe.
Yes, it was called Meet a Hoe. Meet a Hoe.
Need a hoe,
Yes.
18 and over.
There's so many
Yes.
people that died in that parking lot and inside the
yeah.
club.
Real?
I've witnessed
Yeah,
some really good
fool.
fights
OD or
there.
getting shot?
Just getting blasted on. Because there was a Mexican in there, and then there was West Side PJCs. Like there was a lot of shit happening, drug deals.
What it was too, they had a room. So like they had these multiple rooms. One was a hip
Hip-hop.
hop room. One was deep house. One was rock. One
Rock.
was rock in Espanol. So you had all
Right.
these different types of people in one
Coming
area.
together.
Yes.
That was fun when the clubs were doing that because it changed everything. Before it was just one scene,
Mm-hmm.
but it was cool like to go to like a hidden door and there was all hip hop.
Oh yeah.
And it was dark. It was like you could tell because this is
Oh,
hip hop.
yeah.
Then you go to another place, a bunch of posers dancing to rocking español.
Oh, totally.
Hearing
Yeah,
the same
Maná and shit.
Maná song over and over.
Yes, to Maná.
Toca loca, find us otra vez.
And then you were on that scene, man. Rodrigo was talking about it when everybody was starting Quebradita
Quebraditas?
cruise.
Oh, I didn't do the Quebraditas. I did the party cruise.
Yeah.
Party cruise afterward.
Mine was
And then
L
you-
for
and then-
L, Latinos for life. We used to be like L
Damn.
for L.
You know, when I was in high school, we had party cruise too, but I wasn't in one of them.
Neither
But there was a
I.
bunch of them, right? And I know that the fucking the guy Mezcalito from East Side of the River, his mom was in a crew called Dreamers, and it was 5 chicks. And every time they would show up to a party, everybody, the Dreamers are here, right? And then there was another chicks that were younger than them. They were my age. They were called the Ladies of No Return. And it was like from that song, To the Point of No Return.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
And then like they would pass by, and my friend Baby James would say, "Nobody wants your bitches back anyways."
Oh, damn.
You'll get mad.
So in the
Savage.
party cruise, what did those people who had a party crew do? Did they promote the party? They invited
We would
people?
throw parties.
You would
You
throw
would
the
throw,
party.
like,
Charge.
You'll charge, like those
Okay.
people would like get maybe sometimes there was a small party crew with no funds.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have a house party at one of their friends with the biggest house
Mm-hmm.
when nobody's there. Like they'll move all the furniture out and you'll party in the living room. But if you're like a party crew, like big party crew, like Teddy Boys, you know, or those guys, what was Alfonso and them called?
Negocio Inc.
Negocio Inc.
I never heard of them.
Negocio
Yeah.
Inc. was huge. Negocio Inc.
They had
They had the money to hire a DJ to rent the club.
Dang, they were the
And-
baller ones,
They were
huh?
the baller ones. So and they had a comedy night at Rosemead, Negocio Inc. And the guy was just like they had
dude.
money.
Yeah, we weren't the ballers. We would throw the parties and be like $5, you know, and then split
Ours
it.
was cheap, man. It was a house party in the projects. $1 to get in, but if you had a good record, we'll let you in free.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, my friend Baby James Repos was standing by the door, and he was a DJ who goes, yo, it costs $1 to get in. I don't have $1.
Oh, my
You
God.
got your mom got any old albums, man? She got some Ohio players. Bring that shit over here. We're gonna mix that shit.
Shout out to the Ohio players. Hey, what about the hop, though? You're just taking me back. You know what I
I
mean?
love the hop. That was the only place where you could hook up on a mom and a daughter.
The Puente one's gone, right?
Yeah, it's gone.
Lakewood's still there?
Lakewood, bro, you over there, man. You don't just fight Mexicans, you fight Samoans.
Fool, every time we used to go to the Lakewood Hop, at the end of the night, Greg Townsend would always show up.
Yeah,
You don't remember that?
The Raiders.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he was picking up at the end. He was getting the
Oh,
stragglers,
yeah.
huh? He was like,
That
I ain't
fool
gotta
show
I ain't
up.
gotta get him drunk. They're
That
already drunk.
show up with his big old Super Bowl ring from 1983 and rested on Chepo's head.
Right.
Always there at night with a sport coat at the end of the night. Chilling.
Yeah, man.
How you doing,
The
lady?
hop was my shit, man. That was my
Yeah?
favorite joke.
Oh.
I went to like 2 or 3 times, man.
Be-
Las veteranas.
Is that the hop in the song, The Hop?
Yeah.
It was the Smothers
it was born
Brothers.
by the Righteous Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about the Righteous Brothers. Sorry.
Was the
Now
Smothers
I
Brothers.
had the time of my
Oh, I know that
life.
song. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know another song.
You
No,
lost
I
that love and
think the engineer
feeling.
just shook his
You
head. Don't
lost
sing.
That's
that
the biggest song
Top
ever.
Gun.
You lost that love and feeling. There you
Kick
go.
Goose over here.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Give me a little bass.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see the Grammys last night?
I did not watch it, I'll be honest with you.
Oh no.
I'll watch it,
It's
Black
okay. It was
Mirror.
like the lowest rated.
That's
yeah,
what I heard.
ever,
I don't know
yeah.
who's who anymore.
Yeah.
I
What'd
feel-
you
I
wanna-
feel
what
really
were you
old
gonna-
watching it.
No. We were talking about it over there earlier this morning. We were talking about how Kendrick didn't get album of the year.
Yeah,
It was
what's up with
Bruno
that?
Mars. Yeah.
Right.
So but they were saying it was the lowest watched ever.
There's some horrible ass performances, right?
Yeah, there's some of them were just kind of boring.
Right.
But
Do they lip sync or they live?
there were some that was kind of live, huh? Like Rihanna did her thing. Shout out to Rihanna. She did her thing.
Have you met her?
No, I haven't been able to meet her. I love Rihanna though. I would love to meet her though. No, but it was cool. It was just, you know what? I know now I have to watch the Grammys, so I can fast forward. You know what I mean? Like, DVR it, watch it then, and then you just fast forward through the others that you don't want to watch.
We Lisa and I, we turned the TV on to the Grammys, and there was a band playing that we never heard, and right away we changed the channel.
Yeah.
I don't even know who it was, like a country band or
They
something.
were horrible,
yeah.
man.
Well, they asked Cardi B, I guess, on the red carpet if she was excited or something. She was like, yeah. She's like, I got butterflies in my stomach and in my vagina.
I want me
Crazy.
a Roman lettuce. I want me a Caesar salad with Roman lettuce.
A Roman lettuce.
The Romans do it.
Right?
That was funny. I saw a video of her talking about how they messed up her Caesar salad, and she said, they messed up my Caesar salad. It would have mayonnaise on it. I want Caesar salad the way the Romans ate it, with Roman salad and salmon.
I'm gonna give it to you how the Puerto Ricans eat it. How about that?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't see how somebody like Bruno Mars can win for that album when that album is such an homage to older music. You know, it was all super influenced by, Sting and Morris Day and the Time, and like all of those songs that he had on that album were kind of derivative, of that kind of music. But
Mad throwback.
yeah, more beyond a throwback. Like, it's like, am I listening to?
But with new vocals, right?
It's strong enough to where they had to have Sting on his performance last year or whatever, whenever he did that big performance. Like, he pulls Sting out because it sounds like a Police song.
Who
the
won-
older song.
Who are new artists?
Oh my God, I just had it. Alicia Cara, which is kind of mad. We were kind of upset because we wanted SZA to win. But
What's
yeah.
one that she sing? Tijuana, na na na.
No, that's
My grandma got deported to Tijuana, na na na. I can't eat her more tamale, la la la.
That is not a song, Felipe.
Tijuana, na na na.
Manu Chao.
No, it's a song. Somebody sing that song.
Havana.
Havana, na na na.
Tijuana, na na na.
There you go.
That's that
wanna-
girl, Camilla.
Camila Bea.
Yeah, she sings
Yeah.
Havana, na na na.
She had a beautiful speech, by the way, last night, so it was kind of dope. But I just thought you guys. I was like, I wonder
What was
if
the
you guys
speech
watched it.
about?
Being Latina and standing on that stage, and being she's from her parents are immigrants, and she's like, what was she, babe? Like Mexican and Cuban or Mexican and Puerto
Cuban.
something like
Cuban.
yeah. And she was just very proud to stand there, and it just felt dope as a Latina that we're like, yo, you're on that stage, you represent all of us at that one point.
Hell
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Unless you do something bad, then we don't know you.
Hey, Dave Chappelle got best comedy album.
That was the coolest part.
I
of
didn't
her.
even get nominated.
Man, motherfucking day.
We need new people on the board at the Grammys. Come on.
I know.
But
Yes.
he deserved it though.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
That shit was.
Yeah, we're calling it though.
Was
I think he
solid.
might. I think he might even host next year because I mean, come on, he practically co-hosted this year.
Yeah, man, but that I don't know that the new host was like kind of a little dead spot on.
James Corden. Yeah, it was. I think Dave Chappelle did his thing, but yeah, he did win best comedy album of the year.
I think half the people watching the Grammys probably don't know who James Corden is.
Yeah.
They don't watch his show.
I think-
Nobody in LA growing up used to watch this channel 2. That's the channel that used to come out the worst on my television.
It's Channel 2 with the
Like if you didn't have cable,
with the
shit,
what is
I'm gonna
it?
tell you right now, man.
The
What
hanger.
you could throw your TV out the window, bust it open from the back, plug it in, and Telemundo still comes in clean. Telemundo is the best looking channel, even if you break your television. You break your television, you'll never see CBS and NBC ever again. You need a fucking super antenna for that movie. Like when I was on Last Comic Standing, I told my sister I'm gonna be on Channel 4. She goes, Channel 4? We never watched that channel.
Your sister said that? Oh my God, it's true though.
We never watched Channel 2 growing up. We grew up in the projects, so you can't have no big antenna on a freeway, on a fucking roof. So Channel 2 was one channel that never looked good on my TV. Channel 9 and Telemundo were perfect.
And 11 too, because it was kind of a little hood sometimes. You know?
11, yeah.
11, yeah.
KTTV.
Yeah. 11 will come through.
11, man. We want to see cops.
Crazy.
So, you ever worked at the red carpet? Is that something you like to do? Like just stand out there and talk to people? Have you done that before?
I love red carpets. I do a lot of red carpets. Yeah, red carpets are really crazy. I mean, I think it's different for you, Felipe, because you get to walk the red carpets, you know. For us, we're on the other side, so we're fighting for the interviews. And it's weird because if you notice, pay attention, all the artists will walk kind of fast, and they're like, hey, hey. And you're like, no, hold on. I need to ask you a question. So it's a little bit more savage doing working the red carpets. I love it, though. I get off on that, like, really.
We were on the red carpet with Veronica at the
Shout out to Veronica.
yeah, Supersonic, and we were at the one for
Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves.
Oh, that I wasn't invited to that one.
Man,
Thanks,
you
Veronica.
didn't miss much.
You heard?
That movie was too long.
Was
I
it?
think they even get the director a line in that movie.
How? No, really, how is it? Because I got to interview O'Shea Jackson Jr. and, of course, Pablo Schreiber that play in Den of Thieves, but I haven't seen it yet. But when I interviewed him, it sounded like they're talking about it. It's dope, but I'm like, okay.
If I would have saw that movie when I was 14 years old, Den of Thieves, if I would have saw Den of Thieves when I was 14 or 15 years old, I probably would have thought that was the fucking best movie I've ever seen. Because there was a lot of shooting. A lot of fucking shooting. It's like Heat.
Opened up like that.
It's like Heat with a worse script. You know what I mean? But as an older man, you know, who's seen a bunch of movies like that, you know,
Right.
Reservoir Dogs, the
Reservoir Dogs is
you
like
know,
the
all the
ultimate, yes.
Heat
Mm-hmm.
and all these bank robbery movies. But then you watch that movie. You know, I'm too old probably to watch a movie like that because I know that when I see, and now I can see, okay, that piece is from Heat. That line was from Shaft. You know, I
way,
know.
no way,
But
not
that
like
movie,
that.
it took 14 years to make.
Get out of here.
O'Shea Jackson started that movie when he was 8. So now he's 22. He gets to close the movie.
Gerard
But-
Butler was in college.
But I'll say this: the movie has a very good surprise ending, that makes it look like there's gonna be a part 2, which I hope there isn't.
Oh man, oh man.
But yeah, it's good, man. It's you never knew it was gonna end like that. But also, man, it's like come on, man, you're gonna break into the Federal Reserve and get away with it.
Yeah, that's true too, right?
You hear what happened to JFK, right?
Oh my goodness. I feel bad because when they came in, they hyped it up so much that I was like, left that interview like, man, I gotta watch this movie. This movie's about to be sick. And then Felipe Esparza was like, wah, wah, wah. No, Cece, don't go.
It's been out for 3 weeks. She still hasn't watched it.
I've been busy. I really want to see it. What do I keep saying? Let's go to the movies. Let's go to the movies. Let's go to the movies. Yes.
Man, that movie the movie was all shot. It's all based in Hawthorne in Los Angeles. But if you've been around the world and la, you know that movie is shot in the Bay.
Really?
Oakland.
Oh,
Like
man.
I recall, there was a chase scene. I don't know if you've been to Oakland or you've been to Oakland.
Yeah.
Remember that bridge that's on top? It ain't the 105. That's the fucking that's where the fucking the 808. And I knew right there when they were driving. I said, that's Berkeley, bro.
Felipe's like, I called it.
Don't be telling me it's Hawthorne.
Yeah, I know Hawthorne.
Don't tell me it's Harbor area and not show MC Pancho in the streets. That's what
105,
Chamorita.
No 110.
Oh man, we gotta do something like that, but Latinos. You know what I mean?
Right?
We gotta do something like that.
Den of Paisas.
Weren't they supposed to be protesting the Oscars, the Hispanic group?
Well, the Grammys just passed. Maybe the Oscars coming up shortly.
Or,
yeah.
I mean, the Grammys.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Oscars this fall.
There was Latino protesting the Grammys.
Yeah, dude.
It just was very. I just don't think there was enough representation there at
Yeah,
the
well-
Grammys for us. Yeah.
There's always the little couple, huh? Little three.
I think
There, well,
they
there
get
was Luis
relegated
Fonse
to
and Daddy Yankee.
Dude, I
yeah.
couldn't
They get-
believe those Despacito didn't
Yeah,
win.
Despacito. Yeah.
they get relegated to the Latin Grammys instead.
There you go.
You know, that's the thing.
True that.
But even the submission for Latin Grammys and I don't know, not American Grammys, but English speaking Grammys, I guess.
American Grammys.
The submission is the same, and there is no difference to them internally between the two. But they have two separate shows and two separate awards.
So maybe my comedy album will be nominated for the Latin Grammy
It
too.
will. It
I
will.
think
Put
it has
that
to
in
be
the
in
air.
Spanish for that. That's the thing.
Are you?
Should
Yeah.
we-
I
Really?
think so.
But what if you're a Spanish person who
Spanish
sings in
guy.
English? They'll still put you in the Latin Grammys?
Ba,
Like
ba.
Jennifer Lopez, the regular Grammys though.
She's been on both.
Yeah, she swings at both sides. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Good
don't
for
know
her.
if she's been nominated for an American, whatever you call it.
How about
English-speaking
Suavecito?
Grammy.
That was on both.
Suavecito?
Got ignored.
Despacito.
Oh,
whatever it's called.
Despacito. Oh,
They got
yeah.
ignored.
Yeah.
We
Got
should make
ignored.
our
Yeah.
own
I was like,
song.
Suavecito. I was like, that's old school. Yeah, I remember that back in the day.
Suavecito.
Yes. Put a little cha-cha to that.
That's from Tierra.
You remember? Come on.
Suavecito.
Said cha-cha.
A little cha-cha.
That's Malo, right? Suavecito.
Mhm. That's the one. That's the only one I
I
know.
thought it was Tierra 1 or 2.
3.
There's 2 Tierras.
Yeah, right
One
now.
yeah. The brothers broke up.
What was the drama behind that? What was
I
the
don't know.
drama?
I wanna
What was the
lead.
chisme?
I wish I knew.
I think it's a money.
There's
thing,
two wars. There's a war, the band War with Lonnie.
Lonnie, the original singer.
And
Right.
then there's Lowrider.
Lowrider band.
Yeah, that was a little confusing because I saw that too, like on a flyer recently.
Yeah, Lowrider is the actual band that used to play behind Lonnie from War.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think Lowrider is a horrible name. If you're gonna be an extra War band, your name should have been called Cisco Kid. Then everybody knows. Oh, Cisco Kid, that's the fucking dude from War. But with the deal they have, Lowrider cannot pronounce or ever say that they were from War on radio stations.
Yeah.
Are
They
you
can't
serious?
say the guys formerly from War, Lowrider. No.
How about slip it into war?
No. You cannot mention War at all.
Guerra.
You can't even mention the guys who don't like Lonnie.
Damn.
There's some major beef over
Oh,
there. There's
yeah, man.
major,
That
if
shit
that's
is
the case.
touchy as fuck.
Yes. Might not want to touch that.
Yeah, man. Because I used to be known as the guy formerly, the guy who formerly used to open up for Fluffy.
Not even Felipe. You're like the two Gallaghers, huh? The brother.
Oh shit! Remember that?
Yeah, dude. Isn't
Yeah,
it still
man.
going
Remember
on or something?
Gallagher?
The
He had
comedian?
sold his act to his twin brother or his brother.
Yeah.
He was called Gallagher 2.
Shut up.
Yes.
Are you serious?
He had a sue to get his name back to be the original back Gallagher. Yeah. Because the other brother smashes burritos. No, I'm
What
fucking
the
around.
hell?
The
That's just so-
his brother, he smashes food, but with a little chipotle chillon, like a chespirito.
That's just so weird,
But that's
period.
true right there, though. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the dad took the side of the brother, dude.
He did?
Yeah, fuck the family up.
Oh, yeah, there's major. That Christmas dinner is just really awkward over there.
Yeah,
Skype
right.
did it.
Right now in Philippines, there's a girl who looks just like you, calling herself Cece.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Cece, la Filipina Latina.
The Filipino Latina.
La Filipina mamacita.
Hey, man, if she's making some money, I need my royalty check.
Did you ever work with that guy? Hey, this is Theo right here in the morning. Did you think that motherfucker was black too?
Yes, I did.
He had me food.
I
Oh,
thought,
man.
yeah.
I used to listen to him only because I like the voice, and that's the kind of voice you need for late nights. Yo,
92.3 the beat, no color lines.
No color.
Yeah.
92.3 the beat. This is your man Theo. And we're going to slow it down right now with some Ohio players. Too. You lower that. Turn on that hot water, light that candle. Because Theo's here to make you feel good.
Theo's
Then all of a
shit.
sudden, all the women, oh my God, Theo! Theo! I love you every day. Then he finally goes, he makes a guest appearance. Man, who is that Asian
Yes,
motherfucker?
on Moesha. Remember
Yes!
that? He made
Oh,
the guest
shit.
appearance on Moesha.
Yes.
And that's when everybody was like, Theo is Asian? Oh my God. We thought he was black.
I didn't know he was a Bobby Lee character.
He was so wrong and so out of line in so many ways. But
Filipino.
Yeah, he's a Filipino dude.
is he Filipino or?
Yeah, because Edwin used to do the joke about him.
Castillo is his last name.
Yeah, Castillo.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. I thought he was like Asian, like Chinese
Korean.
or something. Yeah, maybe Korean or
Mark
something.
Fernandez.
Yeah, no, but he had a great voice, and I don't know where he's at anymore.
Did you see that a lot coming up in radio, like a person pretending to be a black woman or doing like a Paisa voice?
You know what? It's so funny
El
because
Venado.
I got a call from I actually got a call from Philadelphia back like almost like 9 years ago, and they wanted me to do radio out there, and they offered me a substantial amount of money to go do radio out there. But the only concern with them was, we need you to sound more urban. So I said, well, what's urban? My family grew up in Compton, from Linwood, Watts. I was like, you don't get as urban as me. So what are you talking about more urban? They're like, well, we just need you to be just a little bit more, the city's more urban. I said, you need me to be more black? Is that what you're saying, black? You can say black. And they're like, well, yeah. And I said, I'm not. I said, I'm a Latina. I'm from South LA. But if you want somebody to sound black, you might want to go ahead and hire a black radio personality. That might be your easiest
But you're
choice.
the lightest we find.
And I couldn't do it though. It would have ruined my career. One,
Yeah.
if listeners would have saw me, they would have thought I was a sellout or that I was
Pandering.
faking the funk. Yeah, and it really would have messed up my career. So I had to decline it, and I did actually refer them to a really dope African American radio personality that kills it.
When they hired her?
No, they didn't hire her. It was crazy because she's awesome, but. Yeah, they've asked me to be different ways. I remember too, believe it or not, I got the same person that actually told me that they didn't want me at nights. It was like, hey, Cece,
There he is.
the listeners love you. They think you're awesome. They relate to you, in the sense of, your personality, your feistiness. But, mostly our listeners are Latinas, and you have no kids. So we were wondering,
Stupid.
and here's the stupid part. You know, radio is just about acting. It's smoke and mirrors. So with that being said, well, let's build your character as a single parent. But I don't have any kids, so what are you talking about?
Adopt one.
What's going to happen when I'm in the community and they're asking me about my child that I'm talking about on the radio and I don't have one? And so they were trying to come up with that, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. And I went home and I told my mom, I think I'm going to get fired because I refuse to be anybody other than I am. And they ended up letting it go away. But, you know, they did ask me. They wanted me to pretend that I was a single parent. I didn't have any kids. I said no to that. I put my foot down. And then a few years ago, I got asked to be, you know, Cece, your character on radio is the home girl, and people love you. But I would like you to be the type of girl, how do I put it? You wouldn't F a guy unless he drives a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW. That's the kind of girl I need you to be. And I was like, oh, so you want to ruin my radio career because I drive a Nissan Versa? Like, there's just no way it's not happening.
Keeping it real, dog.
Yeah, it really is what it is. I'm not going to do it. If I can't afford a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW, I'm going to hold somebody else to that. Like, it's not going to happen. And I fought again for 3 days, went back home, told my mom I might get fired because I'm going to stand in what I believe in. And later on, they said, well, just let you do you. And a year later, the same person apologized to me and was like, you know what? I'm sorry I did that. I know now that was a good move, that we didn't go that route.
Damn,
Isn't that crazy?
Who's this genius, eh?
Right?
That would have been crazy if you would have took that job in Philadelphia. You'd have been, this is Thea right here. This is Thea right here, and you know I'm just chilling here. Junior, shut up. Got my baby right here sleeping under the bed. Got my baby outside sleeping in the DJ booth.
Throw the baby out.
Not that I noticed that right now you say that and it's kind of messed up. You say that they want you to act black, and I'm trying to think right now. The last black female DJ in LA, and I can't even think of one.
Cheryl Strawberry, Pat Prescott's still in LA.
I'm glad you give me some. 'Cause I need some names.
Yeah, Shirley Strawberry was. She did. I think it was 92.3 The Beat with Steve Harvey, and she did the Strawberry Letter. I remember that. And then it became like, I remember at one point it was like 100.3 Jams or something. I don't know if you guys remember, or something like that. Mega 100.3.
Oh yeah, Mega.
Do you remember
George
that?
Lopez was on it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's old school.
Yeah.
So it was Gilbert, right?
Maybe before.
Gilbert Esquivel, right?
Yeah.
He was in the afternoon.
But I think those are the ones that I kind of grew up on with. It was Pat Prescott and with Shirley Strawberry, and then you had like your Marcel Visage, Nautica de la Cruz. I grew up on her. She's still at KGLH, and she's half Latina, half Puerto Rican, and half Jamaican. So yeah, and right now it's a lot of Latinas.
All I know is your coach here with Mark Saclariti on Coast 103.5.
Remember Mark Saclaritas is still there. He's been there like for 25 years.
Is it Easy Jazz or something?
Hey,
Coast?
Coast.
He is like the Art LeBeau for old white people.
No, for reals. Mike Saclaritas, I cannot believe you even said that. I used to listen to him in the
I used to
7th
come
grade.
up with so many jokes about him. Because he'll start off like this. I would listen to the coast. Yeah, right now we got Barbara coasting in Ventura County. And she wants to give a message to John, who is coasting right now in Virginia. And I'll stop and go, coasting? Them motherfuckers cheating on her in Virginia.
You're bad.
She wants to sing. She wants to coast with "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman." Right? Mark Saclariti. I don't even know.
They have Mark
I don't even know what he
Saclaritis.
looks like.
We have Art LeBeau.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
for
we do.
real.
We got Art LeBeau.
Because on Coast 1 and 3, everybody's coasting.
Everybody.
Art LeBeau, everybody, she's over there cleaning and
Or locked up.
or locked up.
Yeah.
Shut up for Folsom from. I don't even know. I wonder if Art LeBeau knows how many hits he fucking put out on the radio.
I'm sure
Like,
he does.
probably put out he probably a lot of messages were hits. Because sometimes I would listen to his messages. It sounds like somebody's gonna get shot right now in Compton. Yeah, we have a listener right here, Snoopy to Killer from South Central, 18 with a bullet.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. We shout out to Killer out there in Tehachapi.
We have a message from Folsom, from Snoopy to Lola in South Central. Mac the Knife.
I listen to Art LeBeau. And I love my oldies.
You know what I
can't
hate
even
about
lie.
you know what I like about fucking Art LeBeau? You've been fucking reading Spanish names for 40 years. Can you pronounce one right, motherfucker?
Art LeBeau is like, I think he's like 96 years old or
You
something.
can't even
Yeah.
pronounce Rodrigez. We got Rodriguez here.
He's in his 90s. I know that.
I don't care
Rodrigo,
how old he's here, man. He should be. If Ben Scully can pronounce a fucking Spanish name, so could you.
Vizcaíno.
Like Ben Scully would be like Fernando Valenzuela, and then Art LeBeau Valens.
Valentine's.
Valenzuela. Yeah.
Rodriguez.
Love it, though. I got to say, shout out to Art
I'll get to the
LeBeau.
old school, man. We got Huggy Bear here.
Is he on every Sunday still?
Yeah, he's on every Sunday, and he still does all his concerts. So, yeah, he
owns
started
that
doing
shit, huh?
radio in at the drive-in. Yeah, back, I think I want to say, like, in the 40s or 50s, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy.
and when I read that book, I'm Dying Up Here, the stand-up comedy movie, he used to own the Comedy Store before it was a comedy store.
Oh, he
Zeros?
did?
When it was Ciro's, he owned it, and when he used to lease it to the Mitzi Shore, and while the Comedy Store was in its heydays in the 80s, it was making a lot of money. They were trying to buy it off him, and he didn't want to sell, and they finally they buy it off him.
Oh, that's
But
crazy.
he owned the whole shit, the whole Comedy Store.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Now I can go back, because, we still work with him.
Yeah.
So I can go back and say that, yeah, Art LeBeau is, you can listen to him on KDAY every Sunday night.
All right.
You
That's
seen
cool. I didn't know he had moved there.
Yeah, he's been at KDAY, I want to say, for the last maybe 4 years now.
Oh, really?
He's still on late at night though.
Yeah, he's on. I think it's like Sundays at 6 o'clock, from 6 to 12 midnight.
Is that
Empire.
show recorded or he actually is there?
No, he's it's a live show. However, he's not in the building. He's, I want to say, in Palm Springs, and then it's just
He has an ISDN line.
yeah, he has the ISD line, and so that's what they're doing. And we have somebody that runs the board, but it is live.
And the calls are live or just recorded?
They're pre-recorded. Yeah, we have to be careful. Can't really go live because if they cuss, then it's like a $25,000 fine.
But he's been in business for a long time. He's like an icon to these people. Huh?
He is a legend and icon to people like us in radio. I think just to the community in general,
Yeah.
because people grew up on him. We all know Art LeBeau. So, but as a radio personality, and when you get to talk to him and meet him, it's something different. You know,
Yeah.
you have to have respect for people that have paved the way for you.
Oh, yeah. Ask any diabetic cholo. He'll let you know.
I tell you, man.
Yeah.
Who do you pray to, God or LeBeau? Or LeBeau, Holmes.
He's good people. Holmes.
He always promised me everything.
He shows me love every Sunday night.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
You guys are too much.
Do some all LeBeau, bro.
I don't know even how he talks.
Hey, this is Art LeBeau, and
I know,
you're listening
I
to
heard
the Art
one-
LeBeau Connection.
Hey, this is Art LeBeau and you listen to Old Connection. I'm 100 years old, though.
This is Art LeBeau, and you're listening to Felipe Esparza.
There you. Oh my God, you sound just like him. Yes.
I haven't heard him in a long
And
time.
he pronounced my name the same way.
Well, dude, I've heard.
Esperanza?
I remember the only memory I have of him is saying in Esparza, but calling him Esperanza. It's like, what the fuck, dog?
You're like,
the old
what?
man in his glasses. Eh?
Come on, yeah, exactly.
He look like he's turning. He look like the old Groucho Marx now, huh?
Yeah, who does he look like?
Well, he's not even. I don't even think he's 5 feet.
I think we're seeing a hologram.
I think he's 4'10" maybe or something.
Yeah,
like
he's a
that.
little dude.
Super little. Yeah.
Because he was on.
4'10".
He did
Yeah.
a big old show that the Mouse went to over there at Glen Helen Pavilion, which is now the San Manuel Pavilion.
Uh-huh.
A little oldie show, and they brought him on stage, and he was really small.
Yeah, very. But he's the nicest guy ever. Ever. Yes.
I did a show with him in '90, back in the days at Pudding Stone.
Pudding Stone. Where was that at?
It's a park, big park. I don't know the name of the park, but it's over there after 57. It's a big. It used to be called. They used to have in the '80s. I remember watching it on television. They had like it was like one of the first places that had a water. One of the first water parks was
San
Pudding
Dimas?
Stone. San Dimas, yeah. San Dimas, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, no,
called
San Diego-
Raging Waters.
Raging Water, but not Raging Water anymore. Back
Nah.
in the days, it was something else. It was called Lake Elizabeth or
Lake El-
Lake Dolores.
Lake Dolores.
Yeah, it was like a water. It was a water park with actually metal slides, bro.
Damn.
Metal, bro.
So if it was hot, you're sitting there, you're burning your skin.
It's
yeah.
over, dude.
It's over, man.
Exactly.
You cook bacon on it. And I remember he was hosting a show, and it was James Brown was there, the Coasters, and I opened the show and I got to meet James Brown.
Is that where you have that brown coat with the little fur on top? The
Yeah,
I
cotton?
remember that
How cool was
picture.
that?
Where
Like,
that
how was James Brown?
You had the Caesar Hoffel.
Man,
Like,
He did have the
how
Caesar
was he? Was he
haircut.
nice? Was he down to earth?
he was nice, because they introduced me as the comedian that's performing. So real quick, hey, James Brown, this is the comedian performing before you go up. All right, man, you go up there, man. You get that shit started, man. And he just turned me around. But man, seeing him was like, I would say like meeting him. I guess people have the same the feeling when they meet someone great that they like the Pope, or someone big, the president. But I felt like I was meeting the president of soul, bro.
Oh, you can't fuck around with
Yeah,
James
you
Brown.
can't.
That's a real
He's
shit
super
right there.
legit.
My nipples are hard. I got the chills. I didn't want to
real
fuck up my
thing.
lines, so I just shook his hand and walked away. And man, dude, he was big. He's bigger than life. And I got to talk to his homeboy, the one that put the cape on him.
The hardest working
Are
man
you
in show
serious?
business.
That's like his hype man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That was his
He's
hype man.
been there forever, dog.
Try
The greatest
me.
man. We're gonna talk business. Give it up for dog. Whatever, right? He would put the cape on him, and him and I were talking, and man, it was good. And then when he was leaving, motorcade.
Really?
Two cops in the front, 2 cops in the back, white limousine with 2 flags, and then there was some 40-year-old white chick with big boobs. I love you, James Brown. I don't know if it was set up, but it looked good.
Get on up.
So meeting him, Godfather. So I get it, but like, who is that? Who's the equivalent to James Brown in comedy for you?
Everybody that I grew up with. Paul Rodriguez, probably.
Paul Rodriguez, yes.
I couldn't talk to him the first time I met him, so the second time I just brought him a drink and I sat down next to him. Then
Down to earth or cocky?
He got up and
Nah,
sit
he's
somewhere
cool
else.
as fuck.
Yeah, for real. Oh, that's
He always
dope.
been cool with me. I don't understand these people who say, "Oh man, George Lopez was rude to me." "Oh man, Louis C.K. was rude to me," or Carlos Mencia was rude to me. None of these people have been rude to me.
Oh, that's crazy.
They all called me Louis C.K. when the first time I met him. He called me on the phone and told me how funny I was. And then when I met Paul, I guess these people, when you're a fan, it's different because a fan doesn't know how to act. A fan will try to touch his hair, pinch him, or
Right.
Leprechaun or
ask for shit,
Try
or
to give you a movie
or
idea.
the worst, show up with a script.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, they're trying to tag up his jokes.
Show up with, or try to fucking
outta
pitch
here.
a fucking movie.
Or pitch a joke, right? I
Yeah.
got this real funny one. You should use it.
Paul, let me tell you about this fucking movie I got. Okay, that's why when Paul does the show, he gets the fuck out of there. George does the show, he gets the fuck out of there. Because they don't want nobody to talk to them.
They
you
heard
know?
it all.
Right.
They don't want to hear no thing about, hey, man, my sister died of cancer. She's right here. We need $1,000. Because people beg. How many beggars you have?
Oh my God.
How many people tell you? How many people get
To play their
sad?
mixtape?
Hello. Caller number 35. Sorry, you're 25. Fuck you.
Oh no, I get the, oh come on, Cece, I just lost my job. I'm struggling right now. It's been hard.
Pay
I really
my
need
rent.
this. I get the sad story, so I kind of go through the calls fast because when I first started radio, I would listen to every sad story.
That's me.
And then I put them on hold, and I'd walk to the promotions director. I'm like, "Is there something we can do? I feel bad."
That's
and
me.
they're like, "See, 1,000 people are gonna call. We can't do that for everybody. You got to get through the calls fast." And so I learned, learned my lesson. But I want to help everybody. I feel like, oh, they're going through some really hard times right
I'm
now.
sorry, bro. We're sold out. But, man, if you, show up at the end of the show and hang up with the merch room, I'll fucking make you laugh right there, bro. The show's sold out, bro. I cannot get you in, man. But when the show's over, sneak into the theater, bro, and hang up with the merch table, and I'll show up.
I think the worst part, though, is when you have a concert and the day of the concert, everybody wants to call you and ask
Lisa,
for
can
tickets
you
or
help us
ask
out?
to get in. And I'm just like, why do they do this the day before or the day of the concert?
You know what pissed me off more than
Oh,
the fans
pisses me off.
calling me up? Family members.
Yeah, it's a lot of family members and friends.
Like you just realized he was coming here tomorrow.
Motherfucker, I'm about to go up on stage in 1 hour. You think I'm gonna fucking get out of the green room and go to the fucking box office?
we're here. We're standing up. We're right in front. Come see
Oh.
us. When you walk out, we're to the right.
Then you tell them you can't? Oh, you're Hollywood now. No, motherfucker. How could I be Hollywood? If I was not famous, if I didn't have nothing, I still wouldn't have went out of my way to help you.
Right?
Come on, Cece, man. You know Chris Brown.
I love
Tell
Chris
him
Brown.
we want to have a barbecue for him. Have you ever get that?
I get it all the time.
Cece, just tell Ice Cube we want to take him to dinner.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because my boyfriend works for Snoop, so everybody thinks that we can just call Snoop up, and they're like, "Can you call Snoop and ask?" And we're like, "What? Excuse me? It doesn't work that way."
So
At all.
your husband knows Snoop?
He works for
What's
Snoop.
up, bro?
Yeah.
Hook me up with some Louis XIII pre-rolls. I'm just kidding. I'll take it.
It turned green over here.
It's like you start off being a nice person, but sometimes, and Hey, some people know how to take advantage of that.
Oh, everybody does. There's a lot of people that take advantage of it and try, and it's just like, or I get the ones that try to use like reverse psychology on me. Like, oh, I see that you guys are giving away Ice Cube tickets. You know, I've never ever got to see him in concert. I've never been to another concert. You know, I love Ice Cube. That's so good. I wish I could see him. And then you feel bad and you feel guilty. And you're like, okay, they're low key trying to ask me for tickets. You know?
Cece, you don't understand, man. It's our anniversary.
I get it too. I understand.
My mother, my wife, she takes care of 7 kids by herself. She never been anywhere.
And she's not gonna be anywhere.
And I just wanna make her happy. You know when that person says I wanna make her happy, I feel like saying, no, motherfucker, you want me to make her happy.
Yeah, exactly.
You failed already, dog.
You failed. I gotta pick up.
You
I gotta pick up where you
suck.
left off.
You're trying to
asking
get
for tickets an hour before the show. That means you
Yeah.
fucking suck as a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You suck as a husband. You suck as a person. You don't care about your girlfriend. You don't care about your wife. You just want shit to happen easy.
But you know what's even worse than those people though? The people that want to get on stage and perform with you, or want to get on stage, and they're like, "Hey, let me open up. Hey, go ahead and let me open. What is it gonna take?" And you're like, "What?"
Cece, I just need 2 minutes to say this message on stage before
5G.
you go up.
5G.
I want to say a message about DACA before you go up.
Or how about 10 shout-outs to people? Give me a shout-out after your...
Cece, I know you're a busy woman, but if you could just a shout out to the Pacheco family who drove from Temecula.
That one always kills me because you have to do an hour of material. And in between that, do they think you're going to stop for like 10 shout-outs?
Exactly.
To remember 10 shout-outs.
There's people that came for a reason.
And
And
he's
there's
trying to
a
remember an
performance
hour
going
of
on.
material.
Cece, we have the same name. Come on.
Never forget.
You're blessed to have a platform. You know, that's what we need. We need that. You already know.
doesn't?
Yes. Exactly.
Fuck
So yeah.
out of here.
or you get these Latinos that fucking did 5 years of college, got a sociology degree,
Good for you.
a philosophy degree, but
Awesome.
have no job. But they're asking you,
Yes.
what are you doing to represent our people?
Oh, I you know what? You get
Have
the
you
people
done-
that are like, "What are you doing?" Or you're out there. We did a walk for the homeless, and they were like, "Oh my God, you blocked the streets of LA." And it was like, listen, either we participate or we don't. But I do community events every freaking month. What are you doing? You know, it's just people always rely on you. They
Yeah.
want to rely on you to carry all the weight.
I noticed that I've been this morning. You didn't even mention DACA once.
You're ducking out on your ass.
Like we're not gonna save the world. We have jobs. You know, at the end of the day, we work for a corporation.
Yeah, I try to
work for the
explain that to people.
I work for the Improv.
I work for Power. I work for KDAY. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, do you have a boss? I have a boss too, and I have to appease my boss just like you have to appease yours. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yeah.
Like, you
it's
gotta
funny.
tell those people, Cece, at the end of the day, I just want my fucking card key to work.
That's it. I just want the
What
fob
about your
to work.
job?
Yes. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Pay our bills and live life just like everybody else.
Listen, man, I do shout outs, but only for envelopes.
That's right. Tax them on those shout outs.
Fuck outta here, man. People are too much, man.
Everybody wants
I
something for
noticed that your
free.
station doesn't give up free rent for a year like La Buena.
Oh my God.
No. We do a lot of other things, but yeah. I've done that. I've paid people's bills before. And then you pay their bills and it's not enough.
It's
You ever
never
It's
Right.
enough.
never ever
You
enough.
open
When
the
do
door.
you stop? Yeah.
One last thing before we go, man.
What's up?
I trip out somehow the same motherfucker gets through in the line.
You know, I have a girl that does that, and she goes, and that's all she does is she stays home and she calls radio stations. So she'll tell us like, "Oh, I'm coming to pick up tickets from KDAY and Power, and then I'm gonna go to Kiss FM across the street." And we're like, "Damn!" She's like, "Well, this is what I do." That all she does is stay home and call radio stations, and she wins tickets, and then either she sells them or she gives them away. It's so crazy. Like that, and she gets in all the time. And then you'll get people that are like, "Oh man, I've tried calling you for 2 years and I can't get in." In my head, I'm like, "Why is this girl getting in every single week? What the hell is she doing?"
She has Verizon.
She had nothing else to do.
Right?
What's up, Food Podcast with Cece la Mamacita. Listen to her on Par 106 and in the morning at
Yes.
KDAY.
Yes, from 6
Tell
to
her
10.
what you're going to be on.
I'm on the J. Cruz Show, Power 106 from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. And you guys can follow me social media at I am Cece Valencia.
Shout out also to that homie that works in there, Jeff Garcia.
Oh,
a Dodger
yes.
fan.
Yeah, the sports dude,
The
Jeff
big
Garcia.
widow.
He's actually the show producer, too.
Yeah.
You know, I worked for Jeff Garcia, too, when I did mornings, but he was comedian, not producer.
Oh.
What the fuck, dog?
Yeah.
What's the fact? Like, you know how much money I make from fucking Jimmy Neutron? I don't even fucking need this job.
Fucking hate those fucking hoops.
I don't even know why I fucking do radio, man. I could fucking sell out a fucking show and, man, make more money than I fucking do right now.
See my fucking tax returns or what?
My fucking wife is fucking leaving me again.
Oh, make sure you guys go ahead and follow me at Cece Valencia.
My fucking breath smell like tobacco and ass.
Hey, really quick, congratulations to you. Last week I couldn't go. I got pulled over. Somebody stole my car tags. So I got pulled over when I wanted to go and taste your chilaquiles.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh my
Yes.
God,
Yeah, I got pulled over. Somebody stole my car tags.
Keeps it real.
You gotta do that little
But can't
slash
you say,
through
like,
it.
show them the registration and see it's paid for?
They still gave me a fix-it ticket.
Oh, what a
Yes.
dick.
Yeah, even though they said your tags are up to
In
date.
the
You
mo-
gotta do a
quota.
little slice through your
I
tag.
know.
Hey, have you ever seen those people
It
that steal the
works.
slices?
No,
Yeah.
that's not real, is
The
it?
slices?
Yeah, no, they take each slice. They take each slice.
Shut up.
I'm
Are
not
you
fucking
serious?
with you.
Oh my
I
god.
make a little tear in
do
mine,
gonna
so it
rip a
tears
little
off.
piece at a time
Yeah.
and then put it on a little wax paper.
Oh,
and
that's what
stay
I would
on.
do if I didn't have tags.
Felipe, it's scary that you know all this.
Hey, man, I was not always in comedy.
He's like Leonardo
Do you have an
DiCaprio.
Instagram?
Yes, at Cece Valencia. Thank
And
you
Twitter?
guys so much. Same thing at
Catch me
Cece
if you
Valencia.
Rodrigo Torres, any shows?
Naples, Florida this week.
Lisa, any shows?
Tonight.
Tonight, me and her. All right, we go. What's up, fool?
Oh, that was
Black
perfect.
Mirror, we're going to watch.